In our 7 steps to the sale, we left off with step number 5, filling the need. Filling the need is an area where the amateur generally makes a mistake. The professional, however, knows that extensive research in selling shows us several things. 1, that people are prepared to buy after hearing only 3 strong features and benefits. But these 3 benefits must, however, be strong motivators directly involving the need which came out during the presentation period. The other thing is that psychologically, the customer is better motivated if those 3 features and benefits build to the most important benefit. Now, for example, let's say a customer came into your store and the customer operated a jackhammer as a profession. All right, you've talked to the customer about the merchandise, and the customer is looking at different watches. The customer likes the watch that's yellow gold, they like the watch that has the metal band, and they also like the watch that's shock resistant. Now, of those 3 things, which would you sell the customer the most? Probably the fact that the watch was shock resistant, because the operator of a jackhammer, his hands shake all the time. So he's got to have a watch that's shock resistant. So when you sell that customer, the first thing you talk about is the fact that it's yellow gold. Then you talk about the fact that there's a metal band on the watch. And the third thing you close with is the fact that this is a watch that is shock resistant. It's just like eating a piece of cake. You don't eat the whole cake at one time, you eat it piece by piece. Now, when you talk benefits with a customer, it's important that you get a reaction from them. You need that reaction from the customer to know what's going on in their mind and to remain in control of the sales presentation. It's important to get an agreement from the customer that they will benefit and make use of the feature you're talking about. It's important not only to listen to the customer, but to observe their nonverbal signals. The reaction you get from your customer is also known as a buying signal. Now, there are 5 buying signals. There's facial expression or body language. There's a favorable comment on the product or the service, questions on a minor point, a change in position, or a manner of handling the merchandise. Now, if you'll write those 5 things down, we'll talk about them in just a minute. Now, let's look at each one of these as they occur with Bill in his store. Folded arms across the front of the body are defensive signals. Don't close. Contracted pupils say, don't close. Tapping fingers suggest impatience. Close the sale. Enlarged pupils indicate excitement. Close. Favorable comments like, I really do like this watch. They mean close the sale. Minor questions like, will you gift wrap it? Close the sale. A customer may look through their purse or wallet or even remove the price tag from the merchandise. Close the sale. Now remember, when we discussed the approach, we found out that communication is 7% by what is said, 38% by the tone in which it's said, and 55% by facial expression and other nonverbal communication. Keeping this in mind, don't ever expect your customer to come right out and say, I'll take it. You must watch for their buying signals.
Group leaders, please refer to your leader's guide for instructions on this mock demonstration on body language skills. Stop the tape until the exercise is completed.
You must learn to be observers with your customers and to interpret their buying signals so that you will know when you have filled a need and are ready to move on to the next step. The next step is closing the sale. So if you'll write that down, we'll talk about that. You know, earlier I said that closing the sale is not a deep, dark secret known only to a chosen few.